Hey everybody, welcome back to the Dusty Lens. My name is Tach Geffen, and here are some sunflowers at sunset. I was just coming back from a very long, very arduous shoot day in Ashdod with some lovely people. It just took me 3 hours to come back from there. And I thought I'd stop by and take some photos. Let me pick it up from here and say that last time, I teased the video about the Golan Heights. I did a 3-day trip up there. It was wonderful, but something happened with my hard drives. I had some technical difficulties, and that video will be delayed for I don't know how long. And it also forced me to rethink and reconsider the kind of content I want to make, and I think that's a good thing. And this is just a nice reminder before we start to like and share and subscribe. So let's get back to the field. So far, after finding these wonderful sunflowers near Yagur, the following day I came back with my bike and my drone. You see, in preparation for a larger trip in Israel, I want to try and do some smaller, more manageable trips. For example, doing daily tasks and going to and from work through the fields near my home. Basically finding any excuse to go off-road. I still need to harness some basic skills, like not falling off my bike for no reason. I think I was just distracted by whether or not the drone was still following me. Yeah, of course I broke my fucking... Of course I did. Of course. You see, I still need to find my balance in general on this thing. That's why when I got to this underpass and I saw that little puddle there, it reminded me of a puddle I slipped in a few months ago. I rode in the woods and I slipped and fell in a puddle, and my handlebar got bent. It was a lot of effort to change the handlebar, get a new one, reinforce the new one so it doesn't get bent again. And also just falling off of that thing and hurting my property and maybe myself. I think it kind of left a little bit of trauma in me, and I saw that the only options I have was basically this or the highway. And I decided to, tackle this small obstacle, but tackle it head on. Let's see what we're working with. Some of you might be looking at this and thinking, damn, the Himalayan is a piece of shit, huh? To just go through this little hunk of nothing, you gotta scope it out with a drone. And I think someone else with more experience than me would just crush it. Well, I think this is doable. I think we could have done this before. Let's watch out for this. Go here. Try to be on at least second gear. I think we'll be fine. I know it's a small obstacle, guys. I know. It's a tiny obstacle. I barely even felt it. But so glad I did it, man. And after that win, I decided that come Friday of that week, I would just go for a small, half-day trip around where I live, not too far, but just photograph and drive off-road and just have fun. Hey everybody, it's about 6 a.m. I'm gonna go photograph stuff. I don't know why. Don't know where I'm going. Wish me luck. So after quickly getting everything together, making sure I got enough air in my tires and everything's packed, I was on my way. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why we drive through the fields in Israel. Did you make it to the red light, you piece of shit? Might have an issue here taking a left, because you see in Israel, All these little roads, they got sensors, weight sensors over here. So I'm gonna clear the way, and I'm gonna let this nice taxi stand right there, if you can see him. And he's gonna trigger the weight sensor right there. It's gonna allow us to pass soon. Here we go. Thank you, little taxi. Doing your duty. I've been chasing this whimsical notion today that whenever I see bales of hay, I'll just go and chase them and see what's there. So this whole video was inspired by me coming back from Ashdod from a shoot day I was doing there for a client. And on the way back, I saw a field with bales of hay. Maybe it was the specific symmetry of that scene, but something there said, you know what, let's go and try to film some yellow, some dry, you know, something that's not photographable that easily. It's also something about us maybe that, you know, that maybe we should also, you know, take pictures of ourselves when we're yellow, you know, when the sun is beating down on us, you know, I don't know. Maybe it's a little poetic maybe, but through Kiryat Ata and the surrounding fields, I was heading to a little place called Kfar Hasidim when my first GoPro battery died. Here we go, back on the trail, love. Pretty cool to carry with you a photography subject wherever you go. A beautiful day of driving through the Israeli country. You know, I just found an old building surrounded by trees to photograph, so I stopped over. אהלן, אוי וואו 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 יפה גדול להתראות וואט After driving all morning and making very little headway because I was photographing everything, I stopped for coffee in Kiryat Charoshet HaChadasha. It was okay, but the prices these days are horrible. Makes you want to just make your own on the side of the road. And after I rested a bit, you know, I kept going until... Bales of hay, everybody, bales of hay! Hooray for the bales of hay! Second battery done, and we're not even halfway through. GoPro, you fucking up, bro. More yellow. And this one, a reminder that we still have hostages in Gaza we need to rescue. We can't really celebrate and rest and relax and do anything until they're back with us. And thoughts and prayers go out to the families. With that sad reminder, we continue our trip, spotting some bales of hay in the distance. Following the bales of hay, I came upon a water reservoir and stopped for a little break. While I was taking pictures, a plan was forming. I would go through the fields, through the reservoirs of Azorea, to Ramat HaShofet, and from there to the Chagit power station near Bat Shlomo. I mean, if there's yellow anywhere, it should be there. So we are somewhere close to, that sign over there says Sadeh Yaakov. So I guess we're close to Sadeh Yaakov. Well, let's keep going. We found a nice little reservoir over here. Happy I found it. I'm hearing so many of you going, you're driving in all these historic places and you don't explain anything about the history. And you don't stop and show anything about the history. And I go, you know what? I don't care. I'm not a history guy. After clearing the water reservoirs of Kibbutz Azorea, I climbed to Ramat HaShofet, stopped there for a quick break, and then decided that I've had enough, and wanted to go home. But instead of continuing with my original plan, which was to get to Bat Shlomo, I just rode on to Dalet El Carmel, when my third GoPro battery died, of course. Last battery for the GoPro. After that, it was a smooth ride to Dalet El Carmel, and seeing all the different Druze pita spots along the way made me hungry, so I stopped for some traditional Druze food. And sweets, of course. Then, I continued through the dense town to the scenic twisties that lead downhill to Neshel, and then home through the fields, even going through the same underpass. I felt though that I needed some closure and decided that, after work one day, I'll take a ride to Bat Shlomo to take some pictures and have a cathartic moment of some kind. So, hey everybody, we are in Bat Shlomo. I think the reason we're here is because I said I would, and I wanted to just go through with it, I guess. No other reason than that, really. That said, this place is quite pretty. Let's take some pictures. Afterwards, I continued to the actual place, Bat Shlomo, where I, of course, fell again. כמובן. Happens. What did I break now? Well, let's just see that it's okay. After picking myself up and dusting myself down, I parked there in the field, played with a couple dogs, flew my drone, and took a few pictures. After that, I was ready to call it a day. So to wrap up this video, where I started with some sunflowers, moved through different fields and picturesque landscapes, water reservoirs, and sprawling hills, to Dalit El Carmel, the Druze village I drove through on the way back home, and I will make a video about that someday. I had a great time photographing and riding through Israel. Even though it's yellow, it still is as picturesque as ever. And I think that if we challenge ourselves as photographers to step out of our comfort zone, and even though conditions are not optimal, we can get good results. It's really just about struggling with it, having the confidence in yourself and in your skills to keep trying until you get it. I want to thank you all for your time. It's our most valuable resource, and I want to really thank you for giving me some of yours. I just want to say before you go that if you liked it, click the like button. It really helps me grow, and it shows me that you enjoyed this content, and I'll make more of it. Share it with a friend who might enjoy motorcycling or photography or Israel or whatever. And don't forget to subscribe to get notified for future videos. I'll see you later.